The Italic necropolis of Belmonte Piceno is one of the most significant enclaves of ancient Picena culture. During the 2018 excavation campaign, archaeologists recovered an object that has completely transformed the interpretation of the site. A small ivory and amber chest of exceptional artistic quality. Thanks to modern research techniques, the piece was extracted in block, restored, and made available to both the scientific community and the general public. If you're interested in history and archaeology, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and give like to this video, so you can be aware of our novelties and fascinating discoveries in the ancient world. The chest stands out both for the rarity of its materials and for its extraordinary technical invoice. It is composed of finely carved ivory plates and carved amber elements. The lid has 4 sphinxes with delicately trimmed wings, whose faces and some details were elaborated in amber to enhance its expressiveness thanks to the transparency of the material. In the body of the chest are distributed 18 figurines worked with a surprising thoroughness. These small scenes, organized in metapause, represent figurative motifs of great narrative dynamism. At the top appear characters of high social position or perhaps divinities linked to aristocratic ceremonies or rites of prestige. At the bottom, the ensemble is transformed into an authentic heroic cycle, the confrontation between Perseus and Medusa, the transfer of Achilles by Ajax, Cassandra represented next to Priam, and the statue of Athena. These scenes are inspired by tragic episodes of the Greek epic, adding an additional level of meaning to the object. The iconography suggests a deep symbolic reading of the chest. According to researchers, all images evoke the fragility of both heroes and mortals in the face of death, a message that acquires greater relevance if it is considered that the piece comes from a funerary context. The presence of this object in Piceno territory speaks of contacts and networks of exchange much richer and more intense than had been assumed. Ivory and amber, prestigious materials, point to the existence of local elites with the ability to access luxury goods coming from the Mediterranean circuits. The discovery has forced archaeologists to reconsider the history of the tomb itself, where the casket appeared. Although the burial was already known since the beginning of the 20th century, only recent campaigns allowed us to recover unexplored elements until now. This allows us to better understand the cultural context of the object. The restoration of the chest was an extremely delicate technical process. Amber, a fragile material sensitive to changes in humidity and temperature, presented a vulnerable state of conservation. The intervention allowed consolidating its surface and recovering the translucency effects that characterize terraced figurines. Ivory required a completely different treatment to avoid tensions and deformations. The combination of both materials in one piece required a multidisciplinary approach. Despite the difficulties, the intervention has been successful, and it is possible to appreciate the original complexity of the chest. The public exhibition of the casket in a museum space constitutes a milestone for the archaeological heritage of the region. The exhibition allows us to contemplate this piece for the first time in history outside the laboratory, offering researchers and visitors the opportunity to observe closely a masterpiece of ancient craftsmanship. The Belmonte Piceno casket has become a key element in understanding the social and cultural development of the region during the 6th century BC. Its technical quality demonstrates the existence of artisans capable of operating with an extraordinary mastery, placing the Picenos as active participants in the circulation of ideas and objects in the ancient Mediterranean.